students. This lesson is for Module 6, Lesson 2. Now, if you know me, you know that I love Harry Potter. I also love math, but I really love Harry Potter. So I was so excited we went to Universal this weekend, and I got some of my favorite Harry Potter treats. They're called Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. Now, the cool thing about these jelly beans is that they have all kinds of flavors. Some are delicious, and some are disgusting. So it's kind of fun to see, like, is this going to be a cherry one or a earwax one? Ew. I love them, and so does my kiddo, Miles. So what we did is I went ahead and I dumped some out for each of us. And I said, ooh, I'm so excited because I have 9. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 delicious jelly beans. And then Miles said, ooh, Mommy, I'm so excited because I have 4 more than you. What? He had more than me? Offended. And he said 4 more, so he didn't actually tell me how many he had. I knew I had 9 and he had 4 more, and I wanted to know how many he had in all to see how much he had compared to mine. Well, you know what? This is perfect because our learning goal today says I can solve for bigger or smaller unknowns by comparing. So I'm going to use these jelly beans in our little situation we had this weekend to figure out how to compare for an unknown. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get myself organized. So I'm going to use some good labels. I'll do K for Kristen and then M for Miles. I already know that I had 9, so I'm going to go ahead and make a good tape diagram that shows 9. Now I put in my jelly beans. You can draw a picture of circles if you want. I don't really need to, but they were so delicious I wanted to include them. Now Miles said that he had 4 more. So he definitely already has 9 for sure, because if he has 4 more than me, then he definitely has 9. He just has 4 more added on to it. Now what I'm looking for is his whole amount. So 9 and 4 are his parts, and the missing unknown is how many he had altogether. All right, so now how could I figure that out? Oh yeah, I'm just going to add up. I'm going to add 9 plus 4. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? That little stinker had 13 jelly beans. I found my unknown, and all I had to do was compare. Man, oh man, is he lucky. I hope some of his ones are disgusting, though, and then that will be funny for me. All right, so I went ahead and solved for an unknown. He had a bigger amount by just comparing. That's what we're going to practice today. Here we go. Amelia cooked 3 cupcakes. Joshua cooked 5 more cupcakes than Amelia. How many cupcakes did Joshua cook? I'm going to go ahead and start out the same way I did before with my jelly beans by putting my good labels. Let's see, Amelia and Joshua. So I'll do an A for Amelia and a J for Joshua. Now, as always with the word problem, I'm going to draw each part as I say it. So it says Amelia cooked 3 cupcakes. Boom, there are those 3 delicious cupcakes. It says Joshua cooked 5 more cupcakes than Amelia. So he definitely cooked the 3 that Amelia did, but then he added on and did 5 more than her. What number sentence could I write to explain how many Joshua cooked? Yeah, you're right. I could add those 2 parts together. I could say 3 plus 5 equals something. That's my unknown. How am I going to solve that problem? How am I going to figure out how many cupcakes Joshua cooked? Ding, 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 ding. You're right. I'm going to go ahead and just add these 2 parts together. I like to say the big number and then add up the small one. So I'll say 5 and then add up 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. Joshua made 8 cupcakes. That's my unknown. I hope he shares some with me. Okay, friend, you're going to go ahead and try out a couple with me. So can you go ahead, oh, actually, before you do that, go ahead and don't get anything yet because I'm going to show you one more, a fewer one. All right, so don't get your dry erase board or your math journal yet because I want you just to watch this one. Riker saw 7 birds on his hike. Mason saw 3 fewer birds than Riker. How many birds did Mason see? Ooh, this one's a little bit tricky because Mason didn't see more, he saw less. Riker saw 7 birds on his hike. Mason saw 3 fewer birds than Riker. How many birds did Mason see? Okay, I need to start out with labels, get myself organized. So I'm going to do an R for Riker and an M for Mason. It said that Riker saw 7 birds. That's his whole amount. And it says Mason saw 3 fewer than Riker. So if I had Riker same amount, 7, I'm going to go ahead and say he did a part of that. He saw 3 fewer. So I'm going to have to take away that part of 3. So do you see my missing piece right there? Yeah, it's right there, that chunk. So what other part could I put in with 3 to make 7? Well, if I wanted to, I could do a subtraction sentence and be a little fancy this time. I could say 7 minus 3 equals my unknown. See, last time they were seeing more, or they had more of something. This time they have fewer, so I can go ahead and subtract. When I subtract, I say the bigger number and I count back the smaller number. So I can say 7, 6, 5, 4. Ah, Mason saw 4 birds. That's my other part. Okay, friend, now I need you to get your dry erase board and your marker or your math journal because you're going to try some of these with me. Are you ready? Press pause until you're all set and then press play when you're ready to go. Okay, here we are. So, new problem. Addison saw 9 zebras at the zoo. Layla saw 6 more zebras than Addison. How many zebras did Layla see? Oh, I love zebras. I'm so jealous. Okay, friend, the first thing you're going to start with are your good labels. I'm going to read it again and write down the 2 labels you're going to use. Addison saw 9 zebras at the zoo. Layla saw 6 more zebras than Addison. How many zebras did Layla see? You have your labels? Oh, good. Yeah, I did an A for Addison and an L for Layla. Is that what you did? Oh, very nice. I love it. Now we're going to draw each part that we see. So I want you to go ahead and draw to show me how many Addison had. Just start one at a time. It says Addison saw 9 zebras at the zoo. Go ahead and show me that, but make sure you show me in a tape diagram so that it's nice and organized. Okay, ready? So I did Addison as 9. Is that what you did? Perfecto. Then it said Layla saw 6 more zebras than Addison. Ooh, this is the tricky part. Because Layla definitely has the 9 that Addison had, but then she had more. Can you go ahead and press pause? Draw the tape diagram for Layla to show me how many she had. Ready to check yourself for Layla? All right, good. Layla definitely had the 9 because it said she saw 9 more. So she saw the 9 that Addison saw, or saw 6 more. So she saw the 9 that Addison saw and then 6 more. Is that what you did? What an excellent job. Can you press pause while you write a number sentence to show me what you're going to do to solve for how many Layla found? Oh, good. Did you say you're going to add these 2 parts together? So your number sentence would be 9 plus 6 equals? Ah, perfecto, friend. High five. Okay, good. Press pause, find the answer, and press play to check yourself. My recommendation is to say 9 and then count up 6. If you need to, you can use your counting sticks to help you. All right, ready? So I said 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfecto. So Layla saw 15 zebras. Okay, friends, you're going to do the whole thing again, but this one it's going to be about Olivia and Aiden. I'm going to read the number sentence, and I want you to try the whole thing and then press play to check yourself. Are you ready? Here we go. Olivia grew 11 flowers. Aiden grew 7 more flowers than Olivia. How many flowers did Aiden grow? I'll read it one more time. Olivia grew 11 flowers. Aiden grew 7 more flowers than Olivia. How many flowers did Aiden grow? Okay, make sure you have your labels and put both of them in a good diagram. Press pause and press play to check yourself. Are you ready? All right, so I said Olivia and Aiden, so I did O and A. And then Olivia grew 11. Oh, did Miss Arwood just mess this up? I for sure did. Hang on a second, friends. You'll see I had to slide things over because teachers make mistakes too, and I didn't read this problem carefully, and I started making it a fewer than, so I had to fix it. All right, so here we go. It said Aiden grew 7 more flowers than Olivia. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do Aiden. He did the 11 that Olivia did. Whoopsie. And then I added on the 7 more. That 11 is going to come popping back in there, I think. Then I'm going to add those 2 parts together. 11 plus 7, and my unknown would be the whole amount. Altogether, he had 18. Is that the answer you found? Good job, friend. You're on the ball way more than I am today. Which is good, because today's learning goal said, I can solve for bigger or smaller unknowns by comparing. That's exactly what we've been practicing. Okay, friend, it's your turn. I'm going to get you all set up, and then you just have to fill in the tape diagram and the number sentence and show your teacher. Here we go. Lucas got 4 cars at the store. Jason got 6 more cars than Lucas. How many cars did Jason get? I'm going to read it one more time. Lucas got 4 cars at the store. Jason got 6 more cars than Lucas. How many cars did Jason get? I'm like super duper nice, so I'm going to get you all set up. I'm going to say that Lucas had some, Jason had some, and then he had more. What I want you to do is go ahead and fill in that tape diagram. Your board should look exactly like mine. Fill it in, find the answer with all the good numbers, and then show it to your teacher. Go ahead and seesaw it to her. Good luck, friends.